are eating at me.
The police report states Judah's mother would tell his father things like, "That's enough," but didn't stop the abuse. Conditions inside were described as having a strong pungent odor of urine and rotting food, with clothing, garbage, and animal fecal matter all over the house. The refrigerator had a cord attached, preventing anyone from opening it, according to the documents.
I was worried.
Hullett says she warned DCS multiple times that he was in harm's way, but nothing was done.
She repeatedly told me, they're not listening. I keep going to them. I'm telling them what's happening. They're not listening. I don't know what to do.
The family says the system horrifically mishandled their case.
You need to stop this from happening ever again. It should have never happened with Judah. He was safe and loved and taken care of with us.
The family is hoping to establish a new law in Judah's name. In the meantime, they encourage the community to email local legislators and senators with their concerns about the foster care system. In Indianapolis, I'm Rachel Wilkerson, WRTV.
And I would like to say that this is the only case as horrific and tragic as this one. But I can tell you, as a child welfare law specialist, as well as the child advocate for the state of Georgia appointed by a governor in my past work career, this is not, unfortunately, the only case like this. So I want to break it down. Joining me now, special guest, foster care expert, Dr. John DeGarmo. John, thank you for joining me. You and I could talk all day about this, but let's really hone in on the important pieces. The first thing I want to say is once this little boy, this beautiful little boy, was returned to his parents after 4 years, not just in foster care, but in foster care with a family member, after that time, he was found not only abused, but neglected. We heard some of those details. Everything you can imagine did happen. The physical abuse, lack of food, filth that he was living in a dark basement with no clothes, being punished because he wasn't potty trained, scare tactics, abuse, mental abuse, neglect. It's all here. John, what's your initial reaction?
My initial reaction, and thank you for asking, was not again. Like you said, this happens far too often. It happens more often than people recognize. It's a system, foster care system that is in failure. It's a foster care system that is in crisis. And the failure results in these kind of stories, these tragic deaths of these children that could have been prevented. So when I saw this story initially, I thought, dear Lord, not again, not another child falling through the cracks and dying as a result.
And you brought this story forward to me, John, because you and I have talked about this in the past, and it is something that continues to happen. So let's focus on that. Could it have been prevented? Because